The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
If I want to eat food that'll kill me, I'll just call up my family and have a potluck dinner. That's a fine Southern tradition right there. And there's a reason why that word luck is in there, because you don't know what you're eating or who made it. You don't know if that hair in the casserole is human or animal. You just don't know. It's never healthy either. Only country people can take something like a green bean and turn it into junk food. My grandma's like, here's my world famous green bean casserole. It's green beans sauteed in pork fat and butter, covered with Velveeta cheese, roasted marshmallows, and sprinkled on top with cornflakes. Like, that's a real thing. I'm like, Grandma, what's the matter? Could you deep fry it while you're at it? Like, that's not a bad idea. My mom would make that sweet tea, put it in the old milk jugs, put 2-3 cups of sugar in there. That tea's so sweet it would choke a hummingbird. Give Count Chocula diabetes right there. Just bad food. Come on, man. How do you make a chocolate pie smell like cigarettes? I mean, how is that possible? My Aunt Margaret could, man. I was like, is that Marlboro meringue? Just a touch of nicotine. Just do you right. Growing up, I never knew what a salad was, man. We'd have a whole table of salad, not a single lettuce leaf. It's like potato salad, chicken salad, bean salad, tuna salad, egg salad. Now let's look at egg salad for 1 second. The top ingredients are eggs and mayonnaise. Now how do you call that a salad? That's like making a milkshake out of Skittles and calling it a fruit smoothie. I mean, who are you fooling? My family can eat too. They take that flimsy paper plate, pile it up like it was their last meal, go down the gravy bowl, squish a hole in the top, and cover the whole thing in gravy like a cholesterol volcano. And it always has that same blessing. They're like, Lord, bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies. Now, I know the Lord works miracles, but you have got to meet him halfway. The Bible says your body is a temple, not a drive-through. Jesus fed the multitude with 5 loaves and 2 fishes, not 5 Krispy Kremes and 2 Bojangles biscuits. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right.
Okay, everyone, it's 2:30. Time for dinner. Because on Thanksgiving, 2:30 is dinner time for some reason.
Oh, my, Lois, those sweet potatoes look delicious.
That's the stuffing, Ma. Now put on your glasses before you run over another black guy.
Oh, this looks fantastic. I can't wait to poop this out. Hey, who's going to get the Thanksgiving dump trophy this year?
You are!
Dad's gonna get it!
Who else? Love it.
I should stay away, 'cause you have trouble breathing. So Thanksgiving we're conceding that we'll be far away and eating. And I know you make the best mashed potatoes ever. And your turkey is delicious. However, every moment spent with you could be a super spreader. I don't want you to be alone, but I don't want to give you wrong. I miss you, Grammy, for missing Thanksgiving. I'm worried that we'll get you sick. My kids could be asymptomatic. Yeah, I miss you, Grammy, but we're missing Thanksgiving. Lord, I really love your southern cornbread dressing. But if we held hands for the blessing, yeah, I'd be super duper stressing. So we'll stay home and cook and try to keep the turkey from trying. But at least we won't be responsible for anyone dying. Yeah, nobody's dying to make amazing ham bone soup. But you are in the high risk group. Yeah, I miss miss you, Grammy, for a missing Thanksgiving. It is an impossible task, 'cause you can't eat while wearing a mask. Yeah, I missed you, Grammy, but we're missing Thanksgiving. I don't wanna miss one pie, I don't wanna miss one dance, but I think we gotta stay right here and keep a safe distance. I really miss your casseroles, I even miss your crappy beer, but I can't put you in the ER, so we are staying here. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want to miss your beans, but you can't get COVID-19. Yeah, I miss you, Grammy, but we're missing Thanksgiving. Let's wait till 2021, when hopefully this is all done. Yeah, I miss you, Grammy, but we're missing Thanksgiving.
All right, so obviously it was a couple of years apart with this song. All right, here we go.
What's the worst day of the week that gets us all depressed? MONDAYSUCKS. Here comes more aggravation and a brand new week of stress. MONDAYSUCKS. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Forever will it make you want to cry, 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 cry. Come along and sing the song, now get it off your chest. MONDAYSUCKS.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Way too long. Way too long in between shows. We got to stop this shit. We really do. Went through, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks during the hurricane. I get hit with bronchitis, and I'm out for the count for about a week and a half. Still going on. God damn it. Been way too long, everybody. What's up? It's Monday, November the 21st, 2022. It wasn't just September.
Kind of feels like that.
It does. It feels like, September just came and gone, and it's like, yeah, oh my God, we're already in November playing Thanksgiving tunes. Weren't we just done with Halloween not too long ago, like 22 days ago?
Wasn't it last week?
It was last week, yeah, right. Yeah, we were done with Halloween last week. No, it felt like 22 days ago we were done with Halloween. It didn't seem that long. Oh, wait, it was. Oh, man, it's been hell. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Yeah, we're live. No, this is not a figment of your imagination or a bad nightmare. No, we're live. You're really living it. 813-699-5353. Studio line is open. And we're going to need your help. At least I'm going to need your help. We're still, I'm still battling a little bit of a cough. It's really crappy. I go ahead after coming back from Boston, which, listen, it's all been determined. This is where my cousin and I got it. It had to have been those nasty northerners up there going ahead and spreading their germs, coughing with their...
At least it's not COVID.
Yeah, exactly. At least it's not COVID. So that was the first thing I did. It's like, oh my God, I got COVID. Made the test. Negative. Honestly, I must be immune. I have no idea how, but I am. My wife had it twice. My kid had it once. I have not received it at all. Not at all. I mean, I spent
Sorry I didn't give you that gift.
Thank you. No, that's one gift you don't have to be sorry with. That and any sexually transmitted diseases, which, thankfully you don't have. I don't have either. So,
no.
But no, so it's like, that was the first thing I did is test. It's like, all right, it's got to be COVID, right? I finally got the COVID. I finally got it. Tested negative. It's like, what the fuck is this? Because I'm wheezing and hacking and, shit's coming up. I mean, it's not colorful shit, but so went to the doctor. I said, listen, doc, I tested negative and I feel like I have it. So, we're just going to have to take a look at here. And he, listens to me and all this shit. It's like, all right, man, you got bronchitis, so you have to stay home from work. Well, I said, well, doc, I work from home. Well, you're gonna have to stay off the phones. Okay, fine. Well, stay off the phones. That's fine. All right, a couple days. All right, see you back on Thursday. Come back on Thursday. It's not completely gone yet. See you on Monday. And today, being Monday, I go in as listen, I feel the same as I did Thursday. What's going on? Yeah, I'm going to have to put you back on some higher steroids and antibiotics. Well, not antibiotics. Antibiotics already cleared that up. So I have to put you on high steroids to get this shit out of your lungs. It's like, okay, well, thank you. Give me whatever you got to give. There is a delay with that prescription. So I got to wait. But anyway, so the prognosis is I'm out for another week. I go back to see him on Monday again. So I'm off the rest of the week. No pay. So I'm screwed, kind of. So anyway, but it is what it is. That's what's been going on with me. So I haven't really been wanting to do a show because I don't feel like coughing every other sentence. And it's gotten better to the point where I can actually talk normally. And it's been an hour since I ate dinner, so it's like, and usually that's what happens. It's like after I eat, I start hacking away, I start coughing, I start getting that shit.
More mucus from the food.
Yeah,
like it builds up after when you eat.
Yeah, so I put down that I'm back after having a week or two of brontosaurscitis. I couldn't spell. I have no idea. So, Crystal, thank you very much, Crystal, for telling me how to spell it correctly. It's bronchitis, BRONCHITIS. That is bronchitis. That was the correct spelling there. Thank you very much, Crystal. Sabrina says, good evening. Thank you very much, Sabrina. Welcome to the show. We are back.
Thank you for the spelling lesson.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate the spelling lesson. John Monroe says, Mondays does suck. Yes, they do. John, thank you very much for coming back on. Welcome back, Charles. Michelle Ivy from the Just for Fun radio family. Thank you, Michelle, for tuning in. Good evening as well. John says it was the environment change 100%. I have to disagree. And here's why. The same environment that we've been having, actually, it's been worse today in Florida.
No, yesterday was disgusting.
Yesterday was, oh, my God.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I can't agree with you, John, on that one because the temperature up there or the environment up there in New England, I guess maybe the difference in humidity, maybe.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, that was the only difference because it was in the low 70s where here in Florida, we've seen that before. That's nothing different. And so I can't imagine. It was just unseasonably warm when we went up there. I mean, I wore no long pants, no long sleeve shirts. It was comfortable. It was beautiful. It was nicer up there than it was this past weekend down here. Holy God, what the hell happened? We hit the northern weather.
It was cold and raining all day yesterday.
Well, the cold down here is when it hits like 60, 50s. That's what it was.
I was cold.
You get cold when I turn down the air at nighttime. That's the problem. Sabrina says my grandmother would have made me gargle with hot salt water, slather Vicks vapor rub on my chest, and do 2 shots of whiskey or moonshine with honey.
I was actually going to suggest that you drink.
Why didn't you tell me that I could drink?
And I did mention to you because I had this too, but mine didn't get to bronchitis. Maybe it was just a cold.
Maybe I should drink now. Maybe that'll help.
But
maybe if I drink a lot tonight.
I told you. Remember that Friday when we went out?
No.
When I went out with
you didn't
work?
tell me to drink.
No. What I'm saying is, I told you I felt better after I drank.
Yeah. Because I did.
It cleared all my congestion.
Do you know the benefits?
No coughing. I was great.
Do you know the benefits of me drinking really heavily tonight? Number 1, I may feel better. Number 2, the sex is going to be amazing because I'm not going to be all fucking diluted. It's going to be awesome tonight.
And you're going to sleep.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. After I get all that out of my, number 1, anyway. Michelle says Georgia's been very cold, but rain on Friday. Well, Georgia gets cold. See, that's the thing. You got to realize, Michelle, down here, We're in the southern part of the state, and it just doesn't get cold. And when it does, people freak out. Iguanas start falling. Come on now.
Yes,
I mean,
iguanas fall from trees.
Yes, that's literally a thing. I'm not making that shit up. Iguanas literally fall from the goddamn trees.
They actually put out warnings on the news that there may be falling iguanas.
No, and this is beside beep, beep, beep. There's a severe thunderstorm warning in Charlotte County. Watch for falling. The falling iguana warning has been issued in Southwest Florida. Honestly, falling iguanas. I shit you not. That is the thing down here. That is a thing down here. Honest to God. Honest to God. Karen, well, hey, Karen, what's going on? I have an ear infection, sinus infection, and the start of bronchitis. Great. I've been doing honey Vicks, breathing treatment, and inhaler. My dad drank whiskey anytime he was sick. So, wonder what's going to go on for her.
We have whiskey.
Yeah, we have whiskey. We do. We don't drink it. That's why we have it. Michelle's, I wish I lived in Florida instead of Georgia. Hey, listen, come on down. It's twice as expensive.
All I can say is that the margaritas got rid of mine. I mean, I still have a little bit of a cough, but it's not anywhere near what you have.
Me, it's a constant wheezing and bullshit. That's all it is there. We want to hear from you guys, 813-699-5353, if you want to call in and join us and welcome us back officially. I mean, this, listen, I went out there and posted a Facebook video, which I did not save. So if you didn't catch it live, you didn't catch it. So I went ahead and posted a Facebook video around 1:30. I was like in the parking lot of Big Lots. And I'm over here like, I wanted to see how many people actually would come onto my live. It did. Let's put it this way. It didn't make me feel good. Okay. I'm over there.
You're in the middle of the day on a Monday. Yeah. What do you expect?
I expect people to actually be tuning in. That's what I expect.
People are working.
I don't care if they're working. They need to be tuning into me. That's what they need to do. They need to take 5 minutes out of their day and say, oh, I have a notification from Charles Richardson. I need to see his video. I need to see his live because his live is what's more important out there. Bullshit. Okay, all right, whatever. So anyway, so I went on there and I'm over here spilling my guts saying, listen, this is the reason why I haven't been on the show. I'm tired of having my show equipment collect dust. I have a mixer here, a nice $600, $700 mixer. I have a $250 microphone, a couple of other dinky other microphones too. They're sitting here collecting dust. For God's sakes, I need to go ahead and do a show. So I said for myself, we're going to try to do a show. We'll see what's going on, and we'll hopefully I don't cough too much. I mean, I had a little bit of a I had to clear my throat there for a second there, but it's been okay so far. Karen says she'll be fine by Sunday. Mikey Mike is talking. Well, let them talk. I mean, Mike and John, they have a thing going on apparently. Mikey and John, they have a thing. Speaking of Mikey,
bromance.
I think it's more than a bromance. I think there's something actually going on there. I think there's somebody's pegging somebody in that relationship. But hey, listen, it's none of my business. None of my business at all. I don't care. What do you guys do? You guys go ahead. As long as you guys make each other happy and don't get anal AIDS or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. You go right ahead, do what you got to do. But speaking of, Mikey, I'm thinking the life guy, the life kid, the life cereal. Now
Mikey
I'm thinking
likes it.
Mikey likes it. Mikey likes John. Anyway, so one thing that we did do while we were enjoying our 8 to 10 time slot off is we actually took in the Christmas Story Christmas. And we were pleasantly surprised with that. Almost as surprised as we have John, who's finally called in after 20 minutes. Usually he's right on top of things, but here he is. John, what's going on?
Time out.
There's
no pegging going on between me and Mikey.
Listen,
Whaley.
I don't judge. You guys do what you got to do.
Mikey Whaley, he is my heavy metal fucking partner. We're fucking headbangers. We kick ass, rock and roll, fucking heavy metal.
Okay. I listen, whatever music you guys listen to, that's fine.
Guess what? I'll peg you if you want.
Well, I'll take you up on that if I ever feel the need to go ahead and have my asshole gaped. So anyway, hey, listen, you kind of wonder what's going on. I guess now we know the answer. John's pegging Mike or Mikey. So anyway, we were watching on HBO Max. They have come out. And you know what? Here's the really weird part about this. This Christmas Story sequel with Ralphie and, is his mid-40s now, I think, like that, some shit like that. The Christmas Story sequel came out a lot faster than the Hocus Pocus sequel. Hocus Pocus took like 7-8 years.
You
Christmas Story was
realize
a
when
few
a
years.
Christmas Story came out?
No, I'm talking about when they planned to make it to the time they released it. That's what I'm talking about.
It's still been a couple of years.
It's been a couple of years, but Hocus Pocus has been like 6 years.
Yeah.
They were talking about it for God knows how long. So I want Alyssa to chime in because that gives me a little bit of a break, but I want you to chime in on your thoughts of this because you were skeptical.
Well, I was skeptical because you can't. A lot of times you take a classic like that and you try to make a sequel, especially so many years later, and it totally bombs and it's totally terrible. This wasn't. I didn't think. I thought it was really good. I liked the tie-ins. They didn't overdo it to where it was like cheesy tie-ins. It was just kind of things that from the past were brought back up. They had some like scenes where they were remembering what had happened.
Yeah.
Things like that. I mean, Ralphie still has his daydreams, his cheesy daydreams, but
they kind of made it good.
Character.
They did bring back the first daydream. They did bring back him kissing everybody.
Yeah.
Like, thank you very much.
Yeah,
because
it was like the A+++ one.
He's supposed to be a writer, and apparently the story was like he took a year off of work to basically be a writer to find out if he can get published and stuff like that. And one of the stories he was making was some type of sci-fi story. It was just crazy shit.
Well, and he got denied by one of the publishers, and then he was like, "Oh, you'll see."
Yeah.
And then he was like having the daydream about
winning an award and stuff like that. Michelle says, I like it, but nothing is better. Well, I think she meant to say was the next comment. It was good, but the classic is so much better. Oh, we're not doubting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doubting that the classic was better.
For a sequel,
yeah,
I think it did a really good job.
With this amount of time in between, too.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about A Christmas Story 2 where next year Ralphie wants to go ahead and, get a horse or something like that, little Ralphie. We're talking about Ralphie now as an adult and a parent with 2 kids of his own to go ahead and do the same thing. They brought back the Santa and the elves at the fucking mall. They still had the same slide. The Santa was nice, though. The elves were a little bit dickish.
Santa was nice. The elves were still kind of dickish.
Yeah, the elves were dickish. What else did they had the Bigsby. What was it? The Higsby's. The Higsby's little
the store window.
Yep, the store window where Ralphie sees the Red Ryder rifle, and this one here, one of his kids wanted was a sled.
Yeah,
basic. You're not going to get any trouble with that. Well, he wanted a sled.
The kid broke his arm.
Well, yeah. That's a little bit later in the story. Karen says she'll watch it, but she never liked the first one.
How could you not like the first one? I don't know if we can still be friends.
I don't know. I don't know.
I have to watch that movie every year, many times.
Yes, but I mean, it's only on 24 hours straight.
And I
come on now,
pretty much just leave it on.
Yeah, Michelle said she did like it though. So again, we're talking about A Christmas Story Christmas, which is the sequel with Ralphie now as an adult with his 2 kids. Doing, he's remembering all this Christmas stuff. And as you see Alyssa right here, of course, in the Christmas spirit, she gives me one of her toys that she wants, and she has a few of them already sitting right next to her, as you can see on the screen.
Is it really in view?
It is really in view. I mean, it's like
my pile of Cabbage Patch dolls.
The microphone is right there in front of the Cabbage Patch dolls. I mean, when we went up to Atlanta, on the way back from going up to the New England, I mean, we did the whole drive and everything. We stopped in Georgia. We saw DJ Scotty. Hung out with we hung out with him for dinner and his family with Holly. but we went to Babyland. And this right here, honestly, next to Walt Disney World, this had to have been the second the best experience of her life. Going to Cabbage Patch Heaven. I mean, yes, it is,
Yeah.
right? I was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. And the one that you got at Cabbage Patch, is that one sitting there?
No.
Oh, it's not. It's not even one. So these are older. Now listen, I'm going to go ahead and do a shameless plug. Alyssa, number one, makes great Minnie Mouse ears and bows. She makes outfits. Are any of those outfits on there?
Yeah.
Show them.
This one is.
So this one is actually a Christmas outfit she made. She's got the bow. She's got the dress. She made this. The fucking shoes, too.
The little elf shoes.
I mean, the elf shoes kind of mimic the Christmas Story elves, which is a bad example. But still, she made this on Cabbage Patch Dolls. She made this. So this is just some of her creativity. She is actually really skilled at this.
Actually, I made this outfit too.
Oh, look at that.
Not the socks, but
the pants.
The little outfit. It's a little jumper.
Bring it down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit.
It's
there you
jumper.
go. Yep, a little jumper. I mean, it's really nice. I mean, that the hair. Now, did you do the hair on this one?
No, that's her hair.
Okay, I wasn't sure because you some.
Yeah, I do some of the rerouting, but I didn't. This one's not one of them.
Gotcha.
Actually, this one is though.
Yeah.
She's naked, but
well, wait, yeah, we can't show that there. We just show the hair.
There's her hair.
Yeah, that's her hair. That Alyssa did that hair. She took her from a bald head and made that fluffy Beyonce type hair. I don't know what Beyonce. I just threw a name out there. But anyway, there you go. There's some creativity right there. Now she's telling me. She sent me a text. I want a doll from Babyland. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Do you want me to drive 10 hours there to go ahead and get you a fucking doll and just bring it back to you? Oh no, you can order it. Really? So I'm going to be. Listen, you pretty much know what you're going to get now. You're gonna get a Cabbage Patch doll.
I'm not going to complain.
You're not going to complain. That's good. That's good. Michelle says she loves that place. She says she wants the one with red hair, one with pigtails.
That was the. That's what I got from Babyland. Was actually a girl with red hair and pigtails.
Karen messaged basically talking about how she didn't like the story and how your reaction. She says, I don't like the Backstreet Boys and you're still my friend.
Well, listen, I don't know what's going on there because, she doesn't like the Backstreet Boys. She didn't enjoy Babyland when she went either. And she doesn't like A Christmas Story.
Wow, that's 3 strikes
those are
there.
like those things are like stacking up. I don't know.
Man, yeah, those strikes are coming down. Those are coming down big there. She says I was made to watch it too much and listen to it all day Christmas Day every year. So I think she's been kind of swamped over it. That's the problem.
I watch it all the time.
Listen, you have more tolerance than a lot of people do, okay? Listen, you watch the goddamn Hallmark Christmas movies.
I
okay?
love the Hallmark Christmas movies.
Hate them with a passion. And she keeps that TV on. Well, we always keep the TV on at night anyway. But she keeps it on the Hallmark channel. Just so she knows that I have to get up at least once or twice a night to go pee. She knows I'm going to wake up to a stupid Christmas movie on Hallmark. That's the reason. No,
that's not the reason. The reason is
we fight
because
too.
When I wake up and I can't sleep in the middle of the night, then I can watch a Hallmark movie.
But we fight over it. We each have a remote. She doesn't realize. Maybe she does realize. I go ahead and change it back to Cartoon Network and watch, Rick and Morty or
and
whatever's on.
And then I wake up and it's something stupid on, and I change it again.
So it's like, we're back and forth with the remotes. Let's see. We got some chats here. That's good. The Christmas ones are. She says. Michelle says the Christmas ones are online soon. Ooh, would you want a Christmas from Babyland?
Cabbage Patch?
Do you want the?
They've
the
been online. And I gave you the list of the ones I like. I don't think any of the Christmas ones were on there. It was it's a wish list of ones that I liked. So I think there was like about 12 different ones that I liked on there. I don't want all 12 of them.
Yes, you do.
Well, I do, but I'm not expecting you to get all 12 of them.
Yeah,
One,
right.
maybe two, but not 12.
Excuse me, guys. Karen said, going back to, woohoo, my childhood was stolen from me. I was born an adult. Of course, we know that's not true. Michelle, I think, is getting some heat with Karen. She is not a good friend, but she did say LO at the end.
No, I still love you, Karen.
I watch it all day, 24 hours, Michelle says, and National Lampoon's Christmas is going to be on 24 hours this year also. That's true, it is.
Yeah.
They're going to have their own 24-hour marathon.
See, and now I'm going to have to switch back and forth between the two.
Yeah. Well,
I'll watch A Christmas Story once, and then I'll watch National Lampoon, and then I'll go back to the other one.
See, the thing is now all of the networks are coming out with their, Freeform's doing the 25 Days of Christmas.
Oh, they've always done that.
But, they're continuing with it, of course. Yeah. Now, they came out with their lineup. It wasn't that impressive of a lineup. So you're starting off, or you have...
Part of that is they no longer have Harry Potter.
I don't think that's really...
Yes, that was one of the things that they rolled into the 25 Days of Christmas because they could do a whole weekend of it. And because there's a Christmas scene in every Harry Potter movie, or most of them.
Do you want to know what movie made the Freeform list?
Die Hard?
Yes.
How can they even play that on Freeform?
They can. They can and they will. But they got the home. Now, here's what's cool and uncool. So, for the sequels and the trilogies, they're going to play them back to back to back.
Are they doing Gremlins?
I did not see Gremlins on there. Here,
because usually they do Gremlins for both Halloween and Christmas.
I don't know.
Because that's one of those movies that kind of falls into both categories
of Christmas movies. But it's like what I was. There we go. One of the things I was taking a look as I was looking at the schedule for Freeform is that you had like, Home Alone 1 and 2. They're going to play them back to back. Cool. Then you have the Santa Clauses, with Tim Allen. Back to back to back.
I want to see that new Santa Claus series too.
Yeah, I want to see that too. The thing with this is they play this 5 or 6 times throughout the 25 days.
Yeah.
Each. It's like really repetitive.
They used to play more movies and it wasn't as repetitive.
Yeah.
But now they've kind of
One cool thing that Freeform is doing is they're doing the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. They're even putting in Disney's A Christmas Carol.
Do they have The Year Without a Santa Claus on there?
I am looking. I don't see that.
I
do see Scrooged, Jingle All the Way 2. I don't see one, though.
Who wants to see the second one?
I don't know why anybody wants to see the first one, honestly.
I thought the first one was alright.
This is A Christmas Carol. Oh, they're doing the stupid Home Alone, the pop and knowledge shit, where you get the little pop-ups there. Like
That's
Kevin,
annoying as hell.
Like Kevin goes ahead and does the scene where he says, and that they're gonna pop up. Kevin had to do this 5 times. His face really hurt, or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, some of the little facts that they have are interesting.
But
most of it's just like, okay, this is stupid.
One that I'm really looking forward to, and I think they only do this once, is the Toy Story Marathon. Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is on Friday.
My question is, how is that a Christmas movie?
I don't know. I know Andy gets Buzz during Christmas.
No, he doesn't. Buzz was a birthday present.
But there's Christmas at the end, then he gets a puppy.
Yes. He gets Buster
because there's
at the
one
end.
Scene in there.
In the first Toy Story.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any Christmas scenes in any of the other ones.
I don't know. It is what it is. They got Santa Paws, Frozen, and Frozen 2.
Because the second Toy Story 2, he's going to summer camp, and he left Woody behind because he was broken, and Toy Story.
Right. We're not going to do it. They got Miracle on 34th Street. That's on Saturday, 11:30 p.m. It's the only one I see it's on there. They must have went ahead and rubbed elbows with
Prancer on there.
No, they rubbed elbows with Hallmark, because we have Home for the Holidays and Christmas Cupid, something I've never fucking heard. Kung Fu Panda Holiday. Yeah, let's do that.
Stupid.
Little Drummer Boy, 1968 movie. That's at 8:30 in the morning.
My mom really likes that one. I'm just.
Tuesday, December 13th. We may have to put a recording on this one because it's at 10:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. Decorating Disney.
Okay.
So we may have to do that.
But isn't that the same thing that they have on Disney Plus that you can watch anytime?
It possibly is. You might be right. It might be that. The Preacher's Wife, The Perfect Holiday, Almost Christmas.
Some of these are not.
They're not that
movies.
great. Unaccompanied Minors.
Oh, I know that one.
What is that one?
That's where the kids are traveling to like the other parents' house for Christmas. It's like a whole group of kids that are all traveling to another location for Christmas without their parents. So they're and then they get stuck in the airport and they get into all kinds of antics and stuff.
I'm already bored as it is. Let me read some comments here. Karen says, "Oh, I love you all too." By the way, she said she'll be okay for Saturday. Saturday, we're having kind of a game night, Friendsgiving. Michelle says, "I found some National Lampoon chocolates at Walmart." We're going to be on the lookout for that. She says, "Frozen is always on. It is good."
God.
I don't know about that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Michelle. I have to disagree with you on that one. The Year Without a Santa Claus is my favorite, she says.
I love that one.
Yep. Holiday in Handcuffs is another favorite.
I haven't seen that one.
And Karen says, "I love Olive the Other Reindeer." Or Leave the Other... Olive. Is that really? I never even heard of that. What is that? That's not Disney, is it?
No, it's one of those. I think it's one of those claymation ones, but it's about. It's almost like a kind of like an ugly duckling kind of story.
They play The Grinch, the Jim Carrey version, a few times. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas a couple of times. Cricket on the Hearth, Call Me
Nightmare
Claus.
Before Christmas is on now.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Scrooge, Santa Claus, more just the same. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, Twice Upon a Christmas, Well, they have a Disney trilogy right there, even though it's not really a movie trilogy. It's just more like just long cartoons. Last Christmas, Prancer Returns.
So they don't have the original Prancer?
Yeah, it doesn't look like
That's
it.
the good one.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's on December. So December. Now we're going into. We got The Star. Prep and Land. Disney's Prep and Landing.
Prep
Naughty
and
vs.
Landing.
Nice.
I've heard of.
There's two of them actually. One's okay. The Star. Kung Fu Panda Hollywood. Already said that. The Search for Santa Paws.
Ugh.
Santa Buddies. The Legend of Santa Paws.
Those are all stupid.
Kung Fu Panda Holiday. Home Alone 1 and 2. Miracle on 34th Street. Tim Burton again on the 23rd of December.
Now, is the Miracle on 34th Street, is that like the really old one or is
94.
it the newer one?
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's the old new one. The 24th, Christmas Eve, they do the Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman cartoons. Then they do the Santa Claus trilogy all the way to midnight.
Is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, is it the cartoon one or is it the claymation one?
Oh, I don't know. Is there two of them?
There is a cartoon one.
Oh, I don't know.
It is not the same thing.
I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what year or anything like that. The 25th of December, Freeform, Home Alone. They don't do the second one, this one. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer again. Those three. At noon, they do the Disney Magical Christmas Day Parade. and that's a 2-hour thing. 2:00 and 4:00, Santa Claus 2, 6:30, Santa Claus 3. Then they do Home Alone 1 and 2, and then they go back to regular programming with The Office at 1:30 a.m. on the 26th. So yeah, I didn't see some of them that you were talking about. It's kind of, it really isn't the greatest. It's not really the greatest lineup of Christmas. I mean, it's Christmas, but it's a lot of repetitive stuff where
So
I
there
feel they
was
could have put in some
no
other movies.
Gremlins.
No Gremlins. No Gremlins 1 and 2, and Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Maybe, horrifying for kids, but still. No Year Without a Santa Claus. No Olive the Other Reindeer.
Well, that's not one that they would normally play anyway. But Year Without a Santa Claus used to be on every year. On Freeform.
Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Drew Barrymore is the voice of, and it's so cute. Karen says she is obsessed with Christmas and she hears Santa on the phone. It's calling over. And Olive says she's on a mission to the North Pole to save Christmas. Oh, okay. So Karen's giving us the synopsis of it. But there you go. Freeform. They're 25 days of Christmas. Just Google 25 days of Christmas Freeform, and they'll bring you right to the schedule. And yeah, it all starts on December 1st. And it starts, if you really want, because they got The Simpsons and Family Guy in the morning. It actually starts at 11:30 in the morning with the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, and then Home Alone.
But they're already starting to show some stuff.
Yeah, but it's not official.
Yeah.
It's not official.
Because we were watching the Peanuts movie was on.
We were just watching the Muppets holiday special.
The Muppets one.
We were just doing that.
Was that on Freeform?
That was on Freeform, yeah.
Yeah, and then Nightmare Before Christmas was on after that.
Oh, really?
After the Peanuts movie.
So maybe they'll show Gremlins outside of the 25 Days of Christmas. I don't know. So another thing that's really weird that happened earlier today, or not today, but like last week, Candace Cameron has basically started thumping that Bible a little bit longer and harder. So apparently she left Hallmark, and I guess that's been in the works, or it's been a little bit longer than normal.
Well, I noticed.
What's up, Troy? Good evening. Welcome to the show.
That she wasn't in any of the movies this year.
Yep.
Or at least so far. And then there was one movie that was a sequel kind of to a movie that she had done, but it had Jodie Sweetin in it and not her. But it was the same guy that Candace Cameron had hooked up with in the first movie.
Well, they're sisters, they're sharing each other, of course.
So they broke up. Him and Candace Cameron had broken up. She left town, and now the story was Jodie Sweetin came in and was the ex-girlfriend, and then they got back together.
Jodie trying to go ahead and mend some bridges.
Well, no, she was like a previous ex-girlfriend, the one that he left before he was with Candace Cameron.
Gotcha.
But
anyway, but still, we find out that Candace Cameron, who is the quote-unquote Queen of Christmas, is now on Great American Family or GAC or something like that. And
Great American Country, I think is what it's called.
Maybe, yeah. So, yeah, you're right, Michelle. Michelle jumped all over. I mean, that's what we were trying to get at. She left because of her beliefs of traditional marriages. And she got a lot of shit for it. Now, listen, now here's what I'm gonna say this, and then you can go ahead and have your opinion. I promise. You have plenty of time for that. So, listen, Candace, you can do whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want. Honestly, I don't think anybody really has the right to go ahead and tell you otherwise. If you want to go ahead and leave a company because of how they feel, because they're going to go ahead and show gay couples and gay marriages and stuff like that, you have every right to do what you want to do. If you want to go and leave for that, you go leave. But when you go ahead and say traditional marriages, that no longer exists. I mean, I'm sorry. When you go ahead and say traditional anything, That is no longer. How about classic marriages? Because classic marriages were boy-girl. You were married to a female if you were a male, and you were a female marrying to a male. That is classic marriages. Now, it's not tradition anymore. Boys can marry, girls can marry, and that's how it is. And trans can marry trans. It's so much has changed in the world, and I get it. You want to stick to your beliefs? That's fine. I got no problem you going ahead and going to another channel because, well, we're not going to air gay people. We're not going to air this. We're not going to air that. And you can't show a commercial featuring gay people on this channel. Fine. Go ahead. It's just she got a lot of shit over it. And honestly, I think it's kind of overdone. Listen, just let her be. Let her have her thing. Go ahead.
Well,
did I spoil it all for you?
No. I really don't care. I mean, I did enjoy her movies, but whatever. If she wants to go somewhere else, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
The thing that got me was when you were telling me about it, it mentioned interracial couples also.
Yeah, that kind of got me too.
I thought, I'm like, well, I understand her religious beliefs, not wanting to
Where is this in the religion?
Gay people, but who cares if interracial? How does that have anything to do with your religion?
Yeah, that kind of goes ahead and puts her into a light that shouldn't.
That rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, that shouldn't have came out. You listen.
But I don't know if that was the reason that she left, or if that was just something that someone said that was off base. But
I think, when she said interracial, she had no business saying that. Well, you know what? No, I take that back. She can believe whatever she wants. If she's probably, and I'm going to be very blunt, she's probably a racist. She probably does not like people of color. Or she likes people of color but don't want to see them with people of different color. And that, I'm sorry, that that I don't like. I don't like that. If that is what she meant by that, I have a problem with that.
I do too.
And that right there, that has nothing to do with religion. That has got something to do with you being prejudiced.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, listen, you can go right to another station if that's the way you guys. If GAC wants to go ahead and say, well, we're traditional family and traditional values, and we don't want to see blacks and whites mixed together, well, then I'm never watching GAC ever again.
I never watched it to begin with.
Well,
so.
but Great American Country, I think they haven't existed very long. I think it used to be another thing. I think it used to be some type of, I don't know what it was. No, country music television still exists. This is a newer channel. I'm not going to say how long it is because I don't have the record in front of me. But yeah, Great American Country just recently came along 5-10 years ago or something like that. It hasn't been around that long. But it's still, listen, when you go ahead and make a ploy and you get Candace Cameron to go and do your Christmas, then you made a statement.
The thing is, Hallmark is very conservative anyway.
Dude, they were. Listen, there's been a couple of scenes there where we've seen, number one, commercials that we've seen gay people go ahead and make out right there on camera. I've seen it. So if they're conservative, they've loosened the belt a little.
Maybe. But what I'm saying is, as far as like all their Christmas movies go, the couples are together, but most of them aren't sleeping in the same room. Most of them aren't living together before they're married.
Yeah, true. Anyway, Troy, go ahead. What you got, man?
Well, I don't know. We're talking about Candace Cameron and GAC and
yeah.
I watched the GAC, and here's why I watched the GAC. Because they broadcast the National Finals Rodeo in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. It starts the second week of December.
Oh, wow.
and you know what? Whatever Candace Cameron did.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
Listen,
her,
but here's
that's
the
her
problem.
right.
Here's the problem I
Okay.
have. Listen, we all know, and if you don't know,
I haven't even seen the statement, so this is all news
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Now,
Well, Troy. Here's the thing. We all know Candace is very religious, so she wants to go ahead and Bible thump these beliefs and everything like that. That's fine. But here's the problem. Here's the problem with this though. The one statement she made was about interracial couples, and that I'm sorry, I don't see that anywhere in religion.
we'll see. Okay, I don't either.
Yeah.
Nor do I. I mean, it's here's the thing. Here's what I don't like. This is very quickly becoming a political conversation, not a belief conversation.
Yeah,
okay. She has her beliefs. Let her have her beliefs.
Yeah,
she can have that. You know, we can go. Okay, Candace Cameron's on GAC, and I ain't gonna watch GAC. Okay, whatever. Well, I was born and bred. I played football, but I was born and bred in the Western sports culture, which is rodeo. Just to be honest.
All right.
And the only place I can get rodeo is on GAC or the Cowboy Channel, which I have to pay to stream. And the coverage ain't good enough on the Cowboy Channel yet for me to pay the stream.
Okay.
So if she wants to do that, that's her right.
Well, yeah. I listen.
And we have the right, and we also have the right not to watch it too.
See, here's
that's what I really love about this whole experiment.
Yes.
No.
You
and America.
And that's
you don't have
that's
to
great.
And I ask nobody.
Yeah. You can go ahead and watch whatever you want to watch. You don't like it, you don't have to watch it. That's great. The thing I have a problem.
No. And guess what?
Good.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with anybody that disagrees with me. I really don't.
Okay, and that's good.
Explain my argument.
Yeah. Actually, great. It's great American family. Actually, it's actually not.
You're right.
It's GAC changed to GAC family, so they're taking the Great American Country out of it, and they go to GAC.
Well,
GAC
you're
family.
looking at this. I'm not.
No. I'm learning as we go.
Okay. Well, shit. So am I. You know what? if you stop learning, we put you in the grave anyway.
Yeah, right.
The day you stop learning should be the day you die.
Yeah.
I mean, that's God's honest truth.
That's true.
I mean, I learned about this. I love all people, and I really don't give a damn what you do.
In July, GAC Media, which concurrently changed its trade name from Great American Media, announced that GAC Family, which is what it changed to then, would be slightly rebranded to Great American Family back on August 20th. So that's what it is now. It's not Great American Country no more. It's Great American Family.
Okay.
So and she has been made, I believe, like a executive producer to that now.
Well,
Candace Cameron.
You know what? Let's just be really
Chief
honest,
Content Officer. Good.
Money talks and bullshit walks.
That's a famous phrase.
If wasn't putting up money, and somebody else put up more money, that's what happened.
Yep.
I mean, just to be honest with you, I remember a long time ago when Dale Earnhardt Jr. was thinking of switching from Earnhardt Incorporated to another team. And my daddy told me, he said, he's going where the money's at. I said, well, shit, Daddy. I said, Daddy, he's going to Childers. He's not going to Childers. He's going to Hendrick.
Right.
And that's what he did. I said, because that's where the money's at. They have got the backing. And Dale Jr. didn't need the beer, because if you've ever noticed, Hendrick Racing has never had a beer sponsor. Ever. They had Levi Garrett which was tobacco sponsor when it was the Winston Cup. Now I'm going back years and years and years.
Yeah, that's a long time. Winston Cup has been
maybe
a while.
maybe further back than you know about.
Well, Winston Cup, I know it was the name of the championship for a long time.
Well, Winston owned Levi Garrett.
Right.
It was Levi Garrett was a chewing tobacco. They
sponsored
anyway,
for
about 5 years.
Anyway.
And then after that, there was no more tobacco sponsors and no more beer sponsors. And there hasn't been one for years and years. I mean, we're talking 30, maybe 40 years.
So what are we talking about? How are we comparison this particular instance than what Candace Cameron's doing?
It's the money talk.
Well,
somebody put up enough money to go. Somebody paid her more money to go to GAC.
But do you really think that's all
that?
Do you really think that's all it is? Great American Family went ahead and paid her more money.
She was a
head
producer
exactly
over at Hallmark before that. She had a leading role already.
Yeah, it's like she already lined up. There had been something else, man. I don't buy that money thing.
She was the face of Hallmark. I think that this is all about her beliefs.
It is always money. It is always the money.
I gotta disagree with you on this one, Troy. I think it's beliefs, man. I think it really is. I think they did something over there at Hallmark that says, "Well, we're gonna go ahead and put two gay people on camera." I'm out of here.
They've started putting gay couples in some of the movies.
Yeah. I don't give a damn.
I don't care.
Well, look, dude, Troy, I don't give a shit either. But apparently Candace did. Candace gave a shit, and it's like, well, fuck this. I'm out of here. I mean, obviously said, gosh darn it, I need to leave this TV company. They're putting two of the same sex people on there, and God forbid if they put that black man and that white woman together, I'm out of here. That's just it.
And guess what, GA? Whatever they are now.
Whatever, GA, whatever.
Whoever pays in the most money, they'll do the same damn thing.
Yep.
This media deal. It's a media deal. It's money. It's always money.
All right, man.
There ain't never been nothing about money.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, though. I think she was well made. She had enough money. She's not the one to go ahead and gold digger. I think it had a lot to do with her Christian beliefs.
I mean, it could be, and her brother's the same way.
Yep.
I mean,
he's a pastor.
Oh yeah, you don't fuck around with that.
Oh, you know what? I think he might be kind of cool to sit down and talk to.
Oh,
but there's a lot of people I think it'd be kind of cool to sit down and talk to.
I've heard Kirk Cameron's interviews are amazing. That he is a very interesting person to talk to and to listen to, but he has very strong beliefs.
Yep.
I'm not sitting down and conducting an interview with him. You know, sit there, have a glass of sweet tea over the table with.
Yeah, I hear you.
Not an interview. This is an off-record deal.
See, but you know, here's the thing, though. All right, so if we go ahead and sit down with Kirk Cameron, Candace's brother, and he's a very religious, person, has his beliefs and everything. What if you disagree on one of those beliefs? I'm not saying you're going to hate the person or you're going the wrong direction. Is he going to respond correctly, or is he going to try to jump over you?
I honestly think that he's the type of person who would just let it go at the time, but then maybe not talk to you again later.
Oh, okay. He's gonna play it cool on the surface.
No,
that's what I see.
I don't know.
I wouldn't see him bringing it up and making it a big thing at the time, but then
if it's on camera, you got to play it cool. You got to be really cool. It's like, all right, listen, we appreciate you. The devil's coming from you. All right, have a nice day.
He doesn't seem like the type to cause drama over it. If there's if he disagrees with somebody, I don't think he's one to really make it like a huge thing, but then later on he's going to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to go ahead.
Well, Troy. So the bottom line basically is we do.
See, I disagree. If he's a pastor,
yeah,
if he's actually a pastor, right? And Charles, you've heard us talk about Justin,
yes,
and I know at least one other pastor like that. They don't care. I mean, it's not that they don't care; they do care, but they're not going to go. They're not going to press on you. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's what I would be worried about. I'd be worried about if I had a different belief. Do I go ahead and openly share it? Obviously, not trying to be controversial, but say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and make a debut, not debut, a debate about what I have here.
If they're a preacher, whether it's Kirk Cameron or anybody else,
yeah.
If they're a preacher, they
already have an audience.
They have a point of view that they're gonna press on you, and if you don't agree with it, well, they're gonna back off. If they're a good preacher,
yeah. See, that's the thing. That's what I don't know about Kirk.
They're gonna back off and they're gonna live by example.
That's what I'm worried about. Kirk, is he a good preacher or is he a bad preacher?
You know what I'm saying? Ever hear anything bad about Kirk Cameron?
You don't hear anything about him, period, which is good. He keeps low under the radar and keeps it private.
Kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I hear you.
Now we're talking about it. I mean, it's one of those things.
No, it just seems like, listen, you keep low, you keep private. I think that's the best thing for you. That means you're not an asshole, and that's good.
Well, I just put it. I'll put it in my perspective. This is how I deal with things. I'm a staunch conservative. I won't tell you I'm Republican or Democrat because I've voted for Democrats before, not in this last election, but I have done it before.
Okay.
My aunt is gay, who has also voted for conservatives, who has also voted the same way that I voted, and she's married. And my Aunt Ginger is one of the best people I know. And that's my aunt's wife, my mama's sister.
Yep.
And we understand that we will never agree on everything.
No. I think. Listen, I think even. I think if you put two Catholics together, two Christians together, two Baptists together, I honestly think if you go down if you go down the entire
worst
wait
in the world.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like if you go through the entire list of what these religions are all about, you're gonna have debate. You're gonna have a debate. You really are.
But you know what? I can call my aunt up and go, hey, I need to talk.
It's the question. It's the question of, during that debate, is person A going to respect person B with their beliefs, even if they don't believe it?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And I want to point out that my mother and my aunt's daddy was a preacher.
There you go.
Was a Baptist preacher.
There you go.
And we don't none of us see eye to eye on nothing.
No, but that's what makes it great. That means you have your own mind. That's what makes it great.
And we love each other.
Yep.
And I mean, it's actually fun to go hang out at a family gathering.
Absolutely. All right,
my mom's sibling. Well, one of them. All right.
I gotta go ahead and break, man. You could take care. Thanks for calling.
Yes, sir. Bye.
All right. That's Troy, man. Give us the down low of everything going on. And listen, I agree. Just you do what you want to do, but there's certain things that are going to rub me the wrong way. Candace, if you want to be prejudiced to colored people and stuff like that, you go ahead and be that way. That's not going to rub that. For everything else, though.
I don't care if
I don't care if she's prejudiced either.
With her religious beliefs and whatever.
Yeah.
I did enjoy her movies,
Absolutely.
But if they're not going to be on anymore, I'm not going to,
we're not going to go to Great American Family and
I'm not going to start going to watch her movies somewhere else because I like the Hallmark movies.
Let me just go ahead and read these comments, and we're going to go ahead and a break since it's a little bit past the top of the hour. Ben says the caller said it best. Money talks and BS walks. That's right. Ben also says, actually, I feel Lacey Chabert is the face of Hallmark.
She is now.
Yo, she is now.
Lacey Chabert. She took over. Sorry. She took over for Candace Cameron because
is she hot?
Candace Cameron left.
I don't remember.
You don't know who Lacey Chabert is?
I'm going to find out.
Okay, well, I don't know if you'd consider her hot or not.
Michelle says on QVC shopping channel, she has a clothing line. Yeah, she and that's why I'm thinking, I don't think it's the money. I think it actually
No,
has something to do with the beliefs.
I think it's all about her religious beliefs.
And Michelle says the best thing to do is read the Bible. It will tell you all you need to know. I don't have that much time. Honestly, Michelle, no offense to the Bible, anybody that does read it, I just don't have the time. 813-699-5353. Don't call now. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We got 2 songs. Radio Drone is coming in with 1 song, and The Shapes with another song. We got about 7. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah. It looks like they went to a younger version of Candace Cameron and Brunette,
Well,
too.
here's a more...
Oh, more recent? Okay.
She's
Anyway.
a little bit younger than Candace
But
Cameron.
yeah, but she's still pretty. She's still cool. She's still hot. I can dig that. We got about 7 minutes of songs. We got a 2-minute bit, so give us 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Do what you got to do. Hop on another channel. Do what you got to do. Go check out the TPS report if you're on Just for Fun Radio, which I don't think anybody's watching on Just for Fun Radio here right now. But 9 minutes, and we're coming right back. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
In front of me, I'm standing here, don't get me started. No, we're here, not what we're wanting. Don't tell me what you think about your moderation. Just gonna watch you sink alone in your salvation. Misery, kitchen, anarchy, raised on welfare, aimed on greed. They shit their fucking pants right in front of me. I'm standing here, don't get me started. No, we're here, not what we're wanting. Don't tell me what you think about your moderation. Just gonna watch you sink alone in your salvation. It's not on me. 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 It's not elsewhere, not on TV. They shit their fucking pants right in front of me. I'm standing here, don't get me started. No, we're here, not what we're wanting. I'm standing here, don't get me started. No, we're living here, not what we're wanting. Don't tell me what you think about your moderation. Just gonna watch you sink alone in your salvation. It's not of me. It's not of me. In front of me. Inside of me. I know that she knows I'm not the hurting kind. When I saw you across the floor, you were the girl I've been looking for. In your bright dress and high heel shoes, what the hell, I had nothing to lose. I should have known when I looked at you, what I saw was never the truth. You're too good to be true, but what the hell, I had nothing to lose. I know that she knows I'm not the hurting kind, and she knows that I know she played out with my mind. You know I'm not the hurting kind. Jump right back, jump back, ba 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 ba. Don't lose track of what we had. Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. It's a Finland's love and hate, but my God, how you could not wait to show the world how you've been scorned and your life's forever torn. I know that she knows I'm not the hurting kind, and she knows that I know she played out with my mind. You know I'm not the hurting kind. Jump right back, jump back, ba 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 ba. Don't lose track of what we had. Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. And all the lies you said were spoken. You spat them out, couldn't say no more. And what we have is now left broken to pieces, lying on the floor. I know that she knows I'm not the hurting kind, and she knows that I know she played out with my mind. You know I'm not the hurting kind.
Mama, I'm on the plane, sitting next to Chinaman. He's breathing deep like he'll be dead. Mama, flight has just begun, but now it's going hard and I'm afraid. Mama, I don't want to die. I sometimes wish I've never been visiting Wuhan. Going on, and nothing really matters. Mama, I'm on the plane, sitting next to Chinaman. He's breathing deep like he'll be dead. Mama, flight has just begun, but now it's going hard and I'm afraid. Mama, I don't want to die. I sometimes wish I'd never been visited.
Eric Plug on drums.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's the Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. It is the second hour of the Charles Richardson radio program. Kind of like Druid, but I don't like their live stuff, honestly. Why don't I throw it out there to Hulk Holding and Contracting, Karen and David? Of course, they're the team to handle all your home improvements, lawn maintenance, car repairs, and much, much more. You want to go ahead and get with a good team of people down to earth, and we'll do the job good and do it right the first time and not charge you a whole boatload of money. Give them a call, 941-204-1264. Set up an estimate. They'll go ahead and give you an honest quote, hard day's work, and you will be 175,000% satisfied. Make sure you give them a call, 941-204-1264, even if you don't live in Florida. They do hauling. So if you're looking for an out-of-state haul or in-state haul from another state, whatever the case may be, they can still be able to help you out. Give them a call and see what they can do. 941-204-1264. That is Hulk Hauling and Contracting. Call Karen and David. They are there to meet and service your needs, some more than others. Gotta love David. Phone number to call our show, 813-699-5353. So far, first hour, I think I only had a couple of... As soon as I ate that damn banana during the break, I had to go ahead and...
Yeah, you ate again.
You're right, I ate. And that's... I don't know.
Stop eating.
I got to stop eating, you're right. You know Jay Leno, right? You've heard of Jay Leno?
I've never heard of Jay Leno before, ever in my life.
Well, let me tell you Jay Leno. Jay Leno used to be the host of The Tonight Show after Johnny Carson left. Big controversy between him and David Letterman, because David Letterman was supposed to take over The Tonight Show and Jay Leno, but Jay Leno went ahead and took over, did it very successful, and then he let the rings go, and he did his own thing and everything like that.
Carson Daly.
Yeah, well, whoever the hell it is, who cares? Actually, right now it's Jimmy Fallon. Actually, is
that's
host.
right. No, it wasn't Carson
Daly.
Carson Daly does a different one.
Carson Daly's a fucking joke. But apparently, the 72-year-old comedian and TV personality suffered on Monday serious burns in a car fire. He was released on Monday after he had suffered this earlier in the month. He posed for a photo at Grossman Burn Center before his departure, revealing some of the injuries he sustained. He spent 10 days in the hospital and will continue with outpatient care for burns to his face, chest, and hands.
Well, he's really into collecting classic cars,
yes,
and I think he might race them too.
He's a big car fairy, definitely.
Yeah.
He was in with Tim Allen on what the hell was that Man Thing?
That Man Thing.
The TV sitcom that Tim Allen was on. Remember what I'm talking
Last
about?
Man Standing.
Last Man Standing. Right. He was like the fucking
he worked
car guru
in his store.
Yeah, he worked in the store, and he was he was kind of a side gig on that one. Please, he had plenty of money. He didn't need the side gig, but he just likes acting. One of the doctors, Dr. Peter Grossman, says, sounds like a Hollywood actor right there.
Yeah.
I am very pleased with Jay's progress. I'm optimistic he will make a full recovery. He's actually the medical director there at the facility that he was staying in. Jay Leno said last Monday he was in recovery, doing okay after he suffered serious burns from a gasoline fire. Leno, a car and motorbike enthusiast and the host of the show Jay Leno's Garage, had reportedly been in his Los Angeles garage on November 12th when a vintage car went up in flames.
Wow.
He stores his collection vehicles at the facility. Wow. So I don't know. There must have been. Maybe he was working on the car, and all of a sudden it
something
there was a
sparked,
spark.
and yeah.
Just to let you know, Jay's chin has been insured for over $1 million.
What about the white patch in his hair?
Surprised that didn't go up in smoke too. So anyway,
the black patch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
Black patch.
That's good. Speaking of entertainment news, the Chrisleys are going to prison. Todd gets 12, Julie gets 7 for bank fraud. Todd and Julie Christie are going to do Hard Time. You know they're not going to do Hard Time.
They're going to go to the Martha Stewart prison.
Yeah, they're going to go in there. They're going to have a fucking luxury. They're going to have a 65-inch color
Come out
TV.
making a hand-crocheted poncho. And
Yeah, exactly. Let's not mince words here. It's not going to be Hard Time because there's going to be nothing hard in that jail cell. Okay, it's not even going to be a cell. It's going to be a freaking penthouse suite. A judge just sentenced Todd to 12 years in prison and Julie Chrisley for 7. The Chrisley Knows Best stars learned their fate Monday in federal court in Atlanta, where the U.S. District Judge Eleanor Ross handed down their punishment. It was a hard punishment, too.
Eleanor Ross. That sounds like an actress.
Yes. The actress Eleanor Ross, who's acting as U.S. District Judge. They also received 16 months of prohibition. They were found guilty after a slew of federal charges back in June.
They wouldn't survive 16 months of prohibition.
No, they would not. I don't think anybody would. Let's see. There are a slew of federal charges back in June, and they were held up in their Nashville mansion on house arrest as they awaited sentencing. Oh, house arrest in their mansion. So the suffering. Oh, my God.
Torture.
It's like
house arrest.
House arrest.
Mansion.
What are we going to do? We have all these rooms and we have no place to go. Oh, we can go to the other 1,200 bedrooms that we have and game rooms and theater rooms. I mean, literally, they probably have their own goddamn convenience store in there, for crying out loud. Federal prosecutors argued Monday for a lengthy prison sentences for Todd and Julie, around 22 years for Todd and a dozen for Julie. On the other side, Todd's lawyers argued he should get the maximum of 9 years in prison, while Julie's lawyers argued they should spend no time behind bars and just get prohibition. TMZ broke the story.
Probation.
Probation, whatever.
There's a big difference there.
Oh, is there?
Honey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. They were indicted back in 2019 with prosecutors claiming the couple defrauded banks by obtaining millions of dollars in loans based on false financial documents. Yeah, because actors and actresses never do that. The U.S. Attorney's Office also said Todd and Julie cheated the government by actively evading federal income taxes.
Evading,
yeah.
Not invading.
Invasion. Todd is also being sued over podcast remarks about a Georgia official who investigated him for tax invasion. And their son, Grayson, who was recently involved in a scary car accident where he was badly injured in a gas fire that burned most of his chin. No, I'm kidding. It was just a badly injured. All right, listen, the Chrisleys, honestly, I didn't really care for the show. I mean, you watched it a couple times.
I mean, I didn't watch it on a regular basis or anything like that, but I've watched it a few times, and they're funny.
Yeah.
They're entertaining.
I don't think they're entertaining.
But beyond that, I really don't care.
Yeah. Like, listen, they can spend as much time as they want. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit.
And like you said, they're going to the Martha Stewart prison anyway. They ain't serving hard time.
They're not. Yeah. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. What are we actually going to? They're not going to do anything. You're not going to see them out there raking leaves or going ahead and cleaning up a highway. No, they're going to go there. They're going to go ahead and sip their champagne or watered down champagne in this particular instance. They're going to get, they're going to be the people that can get things for you. If you ever watch Shawshank Redemption, you know what I'm talking about. They're going to be the people that can get things for you. It's Todd and Chrisley are just going to join Ray Lewis and all these other, athletes and actors and stuff like that in that prison.
They're not going to be in that prison where they have to get things for anyone.
Well, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, you're right. That could be. It's like they already have an accessory store there. Excuse me.
Their own thing.
Excuse me, prisoner number 1254. Your caviar is waiting.
I don't know
prisoner
about
1254, caviar. Well, Snoop Dogg is in the news. He is actually launching a pet accessory line called Snoop Doggy Dogs.
All righty.
Original, right?
I mean, why not?
The entertainer and entrepreneur says he is partnering with SMAC Entertainment, SMAC, and Little Earth Productions for his latest business venture.
Knock Snoop all you want, But he's just finding every way possible to make money.
Telling you, he loses his hair, but knows how to make some money there.
I mean, he's doing that show with Martha Stewart. He's got
She
some.
just wants to tap her. That's all.
He's got some weed business going on with Nick Cannon.
Well,
Doesn't he?
listen. You knew when California went ahead and approved weed and everything.
Oh
like that.
yeah,
You knew
yeah.
that was happening.
But I'm just
You knew
saying,
Snoop was going to have his
he's
trademark.
He has just got all bases covered.
Yes. Well, that's what you do when your rap business is done, which I don't even think it is. I think he's still making records, but
Probably
not as many.
But I mean, it's.
But
he doesn't need to do it anymore because he's doing so many other things.
I know. He's still got that rope for hair. It's all the way down his ass, but it's like his forehead got 10 times bigger. Like there's more open
I
air.
don't care about his hair. I was just talking about
Yeah, that's true.
He knows how to.
He
make
knows
money.
Yeah, he knows how to go ahead and make up a few doggy bucks.
And how to stay relevant, even though his music career isn't really doing a whole lot right now. At least I don't think so.
Snoop, doggy bags. The pet accessories will reportedly pull inspiration from Snoop's lifestyle and encourage pet owners to spoil their pets to live like royalty. He shared, Snoop says, "If my dogs ain't fresh, I ain't fresh. These dogs and their apparel are a reflection of the dog himself." The being THA.
Of course.
The pet apparel line will include plush toys, bowls, leashes, and more for dogs and cats. According to a news release, Snoop Doggy Dogs caters to every pet personally with elevated and unique pieces that are designed to stand out. Sizes for apparel range from extra small to extra large, as well as big dog size. The items cost between $14.99 to $99.99 and are available on Snoop Doggy Dog's website and on Amazon. Wendy Franks, who's the director of Amazon Pets, says, "We are excited to share that Snoop Doggy Dogs is now available on the Amazon store. Pet lovers will enjoy shopping this playful collection ahead of the holidays." Really? Will you really enjoy that playful collection?
Hey, I buy the dogs Christmas presents.
Yes. Well, let's take a look
A lot
at
of
it. So,
people do.
what are we looking at for our dog? So, if you wanted to go ahead and buy your dog a present, what would you like to buy him? Like, clothes, a dog toy, some bowls, what?
I mean, I used to get toys, but our dogs don't really play with toys anymore.
Yeah.
Peanut's too old, and Tinkerbell never cared.
So here's some of the toys that are there. Okay, so first off, we have a Snoop Doggy Dogs deluxe pet toy that looks like a huge joint.
I was thinking that.
It honest to God, it's got the white area where it's the joint area, and it's got Snoop's face with Snoop Doggy Dog's logo on there and the little weed symbol. And then the top where the burnt end is, it actually is red with black like ash. That toy is $19.99.
I don't want a joint toy.
No, okay. So it's called a doggy doobie.
I don't need a doggy doobie.
Now next is a plush. By the way, that's a plush thing. The doggy doobie.
Yeah. Right.
Next is a plush boombox with a strap on it. So it's got the picture of the radio, the speakers, and the cassette player, and all the knobs and everything with the hand that you normally carry. That's also $19.99. And then finally, you have it's a plush circle like a disc. It's labeled out with a steering wheel. All metal with the chain steering wheel in the middle. The metal says Snoop Dogg. That's $15.99. And that's all available there on the pet toy section of Amazon. Would you like to know some accessories that you can get?
Sure.
Okay. You can go ahead and get a deluxe pet baseball cap with Snoop braids down the side for $24.99.
I see.
You get a Snoop Doggy Dogs Deluxe Pet Leash with gold-plated hardware for $24.99. You have a pet bandana in different drawers and different patterns, $21.99. And then finally a Snoop Dogg pet harness. Notice there's really nothing flashy about this. It just has the diamond pattern with this SD logo, like little shield on there. And that's $44.99. I have to take a look at the dog bowls. Oh my God. So the dog bowls for Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
you have a gold and a silver.
Oh, well, of course.
You have the chain is wrapped around the bowl at the bottom and just a regular bowl. Literally nothing different than what we have right now, except it's gold plated or silver plated with the logo of Snoop Dogg in the front. $74.99.
Jeez.
That actually is everything
I didn't
else.
even pay anywhere near that much for the Disney one that I have.
Everything else seems relatively reasonably priced until you get to this fucking shit.
It's a little high still.
For the
toys and stuff, yeah. Because like, I can go and buy a dog toy at PetSmart for like $5-10.
Yeah, I hear you. But again, this is Snoop Doggy Dogs, and they have everything: apparel, dog toys, accessories, and dog bowls. They have even collections. They have collections like Off the Chain, Mic Drop. I want to know what Halftime has. It doesn't really. Halftime's like a blue collection. There's not really anything sporty about it. What's well, I want to see Off the Chain. Off the Chain was one of the big ones. That has just chains everywhere. So, but it's all chains imprinted. It's not like there's any real chains.
Right.
So everything's just that's, I don't know. It doesn't seem like anything really spectacular. It's just got the Snoop stuff on there. The Snoop
people will pay for
they'll
a
pay
brand.
Well, just like they'll pay for Disney.
They'll pay
Why
for
not
the
pay for
name.
Snoop? They're going to pay for the Snoop. They're going to pay for the dog. You know what I'm saying? The doggy dog, the DOGG. Snoop Doggy Dogs. Just think of that. Just think of that. Snoop Doggy Dogs. 813-699-5353. One interesting thing that happened last night is we learned, now we're both big Disney freaks. I mean, I wouldn't say freak. I think we're just very avid Disney goers. We live Disney. We love Disney. We have a lot of Disney stuff that's, around the house. And with all the prices going up, the pass holder system changing, and just so many things that have kind of just gone out of left field. And we know a lot of it has to do with, the pandemic and everything like that. But one of the things we did notice is that the person that we had hated the most, or at least the Disney family has hated the most.
Disney community.
Disney community, excuse me. They've hated this Bob Chapek. Bob Chapek, who's been the CEO of Disney for about 4 years, something like that. He's, he's made sure the company has continued on with higher than ever earnings and everything like that over the pandemic and even through the pandemic. He's also been the one, or I wouldn't say he's the one to blame, but prices have never been higher. Fan interaction, and I'd say that the theme parks in the Orlando area has never been lower. And I think he's a big reason why him and Governor DeSantis are basically about ready to dissolve the Reedy Creek district coming up next year. So, to our surprise and joy, we found out that Bob Iger has come back to take the CEO reins, and Chapek is gone. A lot of people are talking on the communities, and they're saying, who cares? Chapek wasn't the problem. But
I've seen both sides of that, though.
But my beef is, if Chapek wasn't the problem, why do you keep bitching about Chapek? Why do you keep bitching about this guy if he's not the real problem? Well, the fact is there is a CEO of Disney Parks.
And that's a completely different person.
Yes, and that's completely different.
And they all like him.
Oh, yeah, they all like him because he's
Josh
the one under the radar.
D'Amaro
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, he's awesome. He's, and he's actually at the parks quite often. And people run into him and they're like, oh, I met him. He's great.
He's a great person. But when you go ahead and you link what's been going on with Disney Parks, the constant, not just once or twice a year or once every other year, the constant price increases. Do you realize annual passes are jumping up again between $50 and $100?
And the fact that they're not selling any annual passes unless you've already got one.
Yeah.
And,
it kind of makes you wonder, why would you increase the prices when you're not selling them?
And then they've got all of these blockout dates now that they didn't used to have.
Mm-hmm.
They've got, they no longer offer all of the amenities that they used to offer. It's just...
Yeah, it's really... It really sucks. It really does. I mean, honestly, listen, we still love the parks. We still love going. We notice things though about the parks that's like, hey,
cleanliness is not.
Yeah, that's suffered a little bit.
Disney was known for, someone dropped something on the ground, you better believe there's a cast member coming to pick it up.
Right.
I mean, it was like instantaneous.
Right.
And now you're seeing garbage pile up and, trash bins not being emptied right away to where it's overflowing, things like that, which never would have happened before.
Yeah. And it's just, really? That's what we're reduced down to. And I've seen, and this is just an observation. It's like when you enter the Disney property, you notice that there's signs that direct you. They're faded. Some of them are faded. Some of them have been updated, which is weird. Why don't you just do them all? But some of them are faded. And it's like, yeah, you notice that there's just there is a level of amateur. You get a level of Universal, which I hated. Universal was not friendly. Universal they didn't care. They're like there to make they're just there to go ahead and earn a paycheck and that's it. Oh, if they had to, they'll go ahead and empty the trash. If they had to, they'll take your order at the concession stands. If they had to, they'll go ahead and let you on the rides and run the ride. I mean, it was just, you could tell it's a different atmosphere back in the day between Universal and Disney. Disney was with a smile, with a helping hand. You're having a tough day. Here comes the magic.
We had a good cast member.
We did,
at the Christmas store.
I'm not saying there's not good cast members.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying overall, there needs to be more of those good cast members, and I think that's where it's lacking.
Well, and I think it has a lot to do with them not supporting their cast members the way they used to.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And possibly not training them the way that they used to.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. So we were thrilled to see Chapek gone, but then we started reading up a little bit. Is it really going to make a difference?
Yeah. There's no way to really tell until it gets, until some time passes, and then you see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just the thing. It's just like, the CEO is changing. Big deal. If we saw like the CEO of Walmart changing, would we really go ahead and see the shelves full again? Or would we really see Walmart improve and step up their game? Probably not. But if we saw a Walmart store manager get fired and replaced, and that, you may see a difference. But that's where Josh comes in with the parks. Josh isn't getting replaced. Josh is going to continue running things the way he wants to run it. And like I said, there's already been rumors about new price increases already.
But like I said, everybody likes him.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves him.
Nobody says anything bad about him, but I'm like, but he's the one in charge of the parks.
Yeah. He's the one in charge making these decisions that everybody just loves so much. The reservation system, which, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind the reservation system that much. I mind the lack of dates that you can do. Like, usually, listen, you got families not coming down for 2 years.
Yeah.
You need to make that available then. You only get 6 months or something.
See, here's the other thing I don't like about the reservation system is that pass holders are given less availability than single day ticket holders.
I agree. Yeah, you're right. They are. But here's the thing. And I'm trying to make the comment based on somebody working for the business versus somebody that wants to go. I for one would rather go ahead and see equal opportunity. But the problem is you have the pass holders that can monopolize all the spaces. However, I'm noticing anywhere I want to go visit, it's green. There's nothing really, there's no time that's out
More
anymore.
recently, it's been more green, but there was a while there that it was hard to get a reservation. It was hard for a pass holder unless you were staying on property. And you could use that. It was hard to get a reservation.
Gotcha. But see, and that has gone away a little bit.
It has.
Yeah.
But there's certain dates still that book up. There's no park passes left for Thanksgiving Day.
No, but you kind of
for
expected
anybody.
that. You've kind of expected
But yeah,
that, though.
I mean, it's one of the busiest days of the year.
It's just like you probably. I mean, I took a look at Christmas. Christmas is still, I think, still out there.
Maybe right now.
Yeah.
Give it a week or two. It'll be gone too.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it will. I mean, that's anyway. But yeah, we're all happy. It's like, well, this is the day we've been waiting for. Chapeka's gone.
I
But
mean,
it's not-
we'll
it's
see
not
what
that.
happens. It may make a difference. It may not. I don't know.
I got my doubts on it. I mean, like literally, people were calling for his head. We finally got his head, but now it's like, is this really going to make a difference? No, I don't think it will. I think we're calling for the wrong head.
But I honestly think that it's not just about the parks that people are having issues. They're
What else
having
do you think it is,
issues
though?
with the movies that have been released recently have not been.
No, I don't know about that. See, I've had, there's not really any problems with the movies. I don't think. I mean, are they as good as quality? Well, listen, first off, when they originally come out, like first off, Raya and the Dragon, the Last Dragon, I'm thinking, the fuck is this shit? But it was a really good movie.
It was, but do you ever hear anything about it anymore?
No, but it was a really good movie. Loco. You keep hearing about Frozen. My God. What the fuck? And that's a movie we disdain of. But it's a great movie. Everybody
According
talks
to
about it.
Someone.
We're the fucking outsiders on that one.
I know.
We're the outsiders.
But
So I don't know. I don't know about if it's really the movies. But again, it's got to be something, right? It's got to be. Anyway, Iger in charge, and that's going to bring us to time to go ahead and actually get our final break in. I'm going to go ahead and wrestle good news out of Alyssa somehow, some way, hopefully. And we'll do that.
Peanut would stop. whining.
Well, Peanut's not going to stop whining because that's Peanut. Peanut does what Peanut wants to do. Do you not realize this? Yeah, exactly. That's what she says. My God, have mercy. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to come right back. Go ahead and close out this show, which has been a successful show. I want to say thank you very much for everybody tuning in and commenting and welcome us back. We plan on doing a show on Wednesday, but probably not Friday because of Thanksgiving. But Wednesday will be our final show. And that one will have some Thanksgiving Jeopardy, Thanksgiving fun, and hopefully maybe we can talk Karen to come in. Who knows? But that's for another day. We'll find out later. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to come right back with the good news right after this.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
Well, Sally's walking down the street, and she's calling out my name. And I can't hear a word or anything that she's trying to say. But I know one thing's for sure, I'm so lonely and insecure. Just wish I could hold her in my arms and give her this one night. Sally, 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 where you go? Sally, 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 where you gonna go? Sally, 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 where you go? Sally, 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 no one knows where'd you go. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Well, now I see you were never the one for me. Just wish I could have known that before started all of this mess. But I want you back. I just need you in my life. So tell me, 'cause girl, I need to know where the fuck did you go? Sally, 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 where'd you go? Sally, 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 where you gonna go? Sally, 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 where'd you go? Sally, 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 no one knows where'd you go. Well, Sally's walking down the street, and she's calling out my name. And I can't hear a word or anything that she's trying to say. But I know one thing's for sure, I'm so lonely and insecure. Just wish I could hold her in my arms and give her this one night. Sally, 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 where'd you go? Sally, 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 where you gonna go? Sally, 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 where'd you go? Sally, 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 no one knows where'd you go. No one knows where'd you go. No one knows where'd you go. Sally, 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 no one knows where'd you go. Wide awake, and still I waited for a change. With every reason to pretend, but still so far away. And everything I lose reminds me all there was before. It's just a whisper now. If all I do is wait for you, I'll find I slip into the quiet disillusion in my mind. While I wait for you, I'll find all I do is wait for you and find hide away, inside a photo memory, with all these hours to befriend the empty that remains, and everything I choose to focus on for just a while becomes a shadow now. If all I do is wait for you, I'll find. Yeah, I slip into the quiet disillusion in my mind. While I wait for you, I'll find. All I do is wait for you. Run away to a distant memory. Run away, just leave me here to be. All I do is wait for you. I'll find. Yeah, I slip into the quiet disillusion in my mind. While I wait for you, I'll find. I slip away inside. All I do is wait for you and find.
Hold it right there. This is the concierge, sir. I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator. You was here last night, too, wasn't you? Yes, sir. I was. You was here, and you was smooching with my brother. I'm afraid you're mistaken, sir. Don't give me that. You've been smooching with everybody. Snuffy, Al, Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Cheeks, Boney Bob, Cliff. No. It's a lie. I could go on forever, baby.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I'm afraid you're mistaken. We're looking for a young man.
All right. I believe you. But my Tommy gun don't. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
On your knees? I love you.
You gotta do better than that. I love you. Maybe I'm off my hinges, but I believe you.
Bullshit.
That's why I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 to get your lousy, lying, low-down, four-flushing carcass out my door. 1, 2. Three. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, so time for everybody's favorite time of the year, or time of the show. Excuse me, not time of the year. Keep thinking I'm like an infomercial person right there. Time to go ahead and switch the camera over to camera number 1. Or I should say camera number 2. And get ready for our This Is Good News. Let's do it. All right. This has something to do with Marvel.
A grandmother took notes during 30 Marvel superhero films so she can relate to her grandkids. A grandmother was filmed taking notes during a Marvel superhero movie marathon, which at this point includes 30 films, all so she can be closer to her grandkids and talk to them about their interests. Cheryl, I can't even pronounce that name.
I don't know.
Skayados?
Cheryl.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cheryl.
Who is in her 70s, was filmed by her grandson Jackson King partway through her Marvel Movie Fest. Whether you live in Kuala Lumpur, Kingston, or Vancouver, grandparents can probably all relate over the kids today. Cheryl has 13 grandkids in total from age 6 to 22.
Damn.
And they're all big Marvel fans. Rather than writing off their interests as frivolous as grandparents are known to do, she decided to try and get on the same level as the whippersnappers.
The whippersnappers.
That's what it says. I just moved in with my grandparents, and my grandma is making her way through all the... Oh, this thing keeps shifting.
It's okay.
Making her way through all the Marvel movies, said 18-year-old Jackson. She is watching them in the order they came out, and she asked if I wanted to watch one with her.
Yeah, it's what we did
so
too.
Of course I said yes. We're behind a few now. But anyway, I think it really shows how much she cares about her grandchildren, because she's willing to sit there for hours.
She wants to go ahead and
for
write
hours
notes
on end and watch superhero movies and take notes on them, just so she can have something extra to talk to her grandkids about. The watch list starts with 2008's Iron Man, has 30 films on it, including the latest Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, with even more films lined up for 2023 and beyond. The video has touched the hearts of many online and racked up nearly 7 million views on one video and hundreds of thousands of likes along with it.
Damn.
It went viral really quickly. It hit 1 million views within the day I posted it, said Jackson. I remember I posted the video on TikTok. Then I set my phone down and watched an episode of a TV show. And when I picked it up, my phone had 3,000 plus notifications.
Jeez.
In one clip, Cheryl has just finished Spider-Man: Homecoming from 2017 and has around 14 films left to watch.
Damn.
According to Jackson, her favorite film so far is Thor because the actor is hot. The family loves it. We all think Gran is getting the recognition she deserves for being an amazing grandmother. Cheryl, in response to the attention, says that she thinks it's funny and her heart was warmed and she felt touched by all the comments.
That's awesome. That's cool. So only 14 more to go. I mean, that's dedication right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you go ahead and you got grandma going ahead and
taking
notes
too,
so she can relate.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Crazy. Listen, I'm over here. You know what? I wish I'd go back through the Marvel movies and take notes, because there was a lot to follow.
My grandma didn't take any notes, but she started going to Backstreet Boys concerts with me.
There you go.
When I was in high school.
You don't need to take notes on that. You just need to
No.
know. Okay, bring earplugs. That's only notes. Bring earplugs.
No, and she liked it. She enjoyed it.
Well, I enjoyed the concert too, to be honest with you. It's just, I wish I had some of my hearing back. That's all. Anyway, hey, listen, make sure you go ahead and like and follow the show on Facebook, facebook.com/The Charles Richardson Show. And on YouTube, search The Charles Richardson Show as well and subscribe to our page. We're out of here, folks. We will, making a promise, we will see you Wednesday, right before Thanksgiving, to give you some turkey love and basting. Baste me, baby, baste me. Or maybe baste you.
I think that goes the other way around. You
I think
based
so.
me.
Yeah, maybe I did. That's right. I should have thought of that. Time to end the show? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Later, Gators.